Okay, we're back for cycle B. So B has 2 movements and you're going to go through it 4 times total. You've got the reps there and the hold time as well as the rest time in that last column. So you'll rest for 60 seconds between the ring rows and the plank on the dumbbells, and then you'll rest for 60 seconds before you go back to the ring rows. Same thing when you finish the 4th cycle. So you've gone through B1 and then B2, B1, B2, B1, B2. The 4th time you do B2, you'll rest for that 60 seconds and then you'll go on to C. So that's kind of how you figure out the rest time between cycles. So we've got ring rows with feet up, so elevated ring rows. We're looking for not a deficit ring row, but it's going to be a more challenging ring row than phase 1, but the same timing, so 4-second lowering. And then a protracted plank on dumbbells. So you need ring rows and dumbbells for this one. So let's go watch Kevin. All right, so Kevin's gonna get set up for his ring row with his feet elevated. So he's gonna have his feet elevated on a box. He also could just lower the rings and have his feet on the floor. So go ahead and get set up into your ring row position and we'll check and make sure that this is a good box height for you, because again, we don't want to make it a deficit. So this is close to a deficit. Kevin would probably want to raise the rings up a little bit so that he can do all good reps. Try that. Good. So he's still kind of close there. I would say these are probably going to be challenging. He may notice that he's not able to do the full 6 reps, so he could stop. But let's go through it. So you're going to pull yourself up, ring row, 4-second lowering down. No pauses anywhere. You're going to go right back up into the next rep. The goal on these is 6 to 8 reps. So harder ring row, but less number of reps expected. Kevin's going to go until he can no longer do a 4-second lowering and getting his chest all the way to the ring. So that full range of motion. So there's 5. He's going to try for 1 more. And then that's 6. So if he could do 2 more, great. He may want to save some energy for the next set. And then we're going to go over to the second movement, which is the protracted plank on the dumbbells. So we're just doing a regular plank movement. Ideally, Kevin would rest about a minute, but it might take us a minute to get this situated. So he's going to be in a regular plank position. The protraction movement comes from the shoulder blades. So when he's in his plank, just like you would be in the top of a push-up, you're going to have a neutral spine. So let's go ahead and get set up in that. So neutral spine, but then he's going to push the floor away, kind of rounding his shoulder blades around his back. Good. But he's making sure he's not rounding his upper back. So show us if you were to round your whole back. That's not where we want. We want to have neutral spine, just rounded shoulder blades. And that's what you're holding. Yeah, good. So he just showed you kind of being saggy with his shoulders and then pushing up. So that's what we're looking for, that protracted plank, wrapping your shoulder blades kind of around, working the muscles underneath the shoulder blades. And he's going to hold this for 20 to 30 seconds. So that's the movement for B2. And then he would go through that 3 more times, rest for 60 seconds, and then he would go on to C. So we'll do a separate video for that.